make sure it's kosher. Lean on me like Bill Withers until you smell the roses.
What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscribe or die trying. You see the thumbnail, man. Woke was co-opted for what? So, having a conversation and thinking about all the stuff that happened, like, we went to the LGBTQR elemental P went to the White House, and then they were doing some just trifling stuff outside of the White House, right? And then you see there's an article come out last week, I want to say, about how Black Lives Matter support plummeted. And then on the other side of the spectrum, Trump got indicted again. And all of these, quote unquote, white, not white, but right wing agendas are fizzling out, getting caught doing dumb stuff. And I was talking to someone, and I was like, in my opinion, woke got co-opted, but more importantly, it got co-opted for financial purposes. In the sense of this, where if you're woke, the way they use it now, which is a bastardized version of what they're trying to say, basically you're invested in something that's a distraction from what's either right, what's either practical, or literally just a common sense solution. So why would that be the case? Because the things people are worried about, it's kind of like the things people are worried about in this climate, in this nation, where it's at right now, are really minor, minuscule, side, irrelevant type of things. Kind of like, I talked about, years ago, I talked about the NFL union, the Players Association. And they had a bargaining agreement with the owners. And in one of the major stupid moves that they had was they didn't go for guaranteed contracts, but they went for less criminalization on marijuana. And it's like, okay, so you can smoke more weed for medical purposes, for pain or whatever, but you can still get cut and be broke. Like, so weed is more important than money. Weed is more important than generational wealth. That's where we are with woke culture right now, because sex is more important than security. These fake cult like stances are more important than security. And the reason why I say that is because this the woke thing is inclusive to basically anybody that's not productive in America. And what I mean by that is, let's worry about the gay community and sex. That's not really productive. Let's worry about immigrants and refugees that really and truly they aren't American citizens. And I do get some of the Ukraine thing, because the U.S. is kind of they this country positioned themselves, I want to say, with NATO, you know, knowing that Russia would attack Ukraine if they kept playing this game, because what the U.S. was doing was kind of, you know, how can I say this? Parking their car, in the next to the neighbor that doesn't like them, knowing that if you get any closer, it's gonna be a problem. But forget all that. Like, Since it's a war, we got to give them billions and billions of dollars. Worried about, you know, student loan forgiveness, but not necessarily, but not employment. Even when you see the tech industry is laying off, you get what I'm saying? Automation is pretty much going to take over tech. So you're going to wind up with less and less people with quote unquote high paying tech jobs. So where these people going to go? Who knows, right? Some people say food shortages. I don't have a big deal with the food shortage. I have a big deal with the obesity in this country. But because that makes the food shortage worse because people don't know when to stop eating. You get what I'm saying? So, but all of this becomes, let's put that to the side and let's get woke. Even partially the reparations talk. You know, the reparations talk is oh, it was woke when it was quote unquote Black Lives Matter, but kind of what's going on, in my opinion, is oh well, you see the black people in Black Lives Matter, you saw what they did with the money, so why would we what with reparations? You know, but it's interesting because this quid pro quo thing is like okay, well we're not gonna vote for you, and now it's a question of man. You woke enough to let the Republicans win? Yeah, man, yeah, absolutely. You know, what is that going to do for the country? The country's already spiraling downward and nobody's trying to fix it. And what I should have said earlier was when I said it's about money, basically what the woke agenda is now is the rich getting richer while the woke or the buffer class for the poor getting poorer. Because you know, don't think these people are investing in these woke agendas or placating to or giving attention to these woke agendas because, you know, it makes sense. Not it makes sense or it's the right thing to do. They're doing it because they're focusing on people who how can I say this will never add to the GDP in this country. And guess what? You're gonna have a bunch of even the feminist agendas. You have a bunch of people who spend a lot of money and don't save a lot of money, and they're gonna give the little money that they have to all of these rich people who have these corporations, and even they're starting to run out of problems, running into problems because I said before commercial real estate was going to be an issue, and it's about to be an issue. So who you think you're gonna pass on the cost to? All of these woke people who just want to be happy and have fun and just want to live life and speak their truth. Yeah, okay. It's going guess what? Inflation is going to cost you more to do that. And the same people that's putting you on, you know, on magazine covers and all on the internet and propping you up are the same people that's going to be overcharging you, and then you're going to be, negative. Just like most of America is broke or spiraling into poverty. But that's just my opinion. You tell me what you think. Like, share, subscribe, or die trying. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace.